Hey there, it's Sarah, and I'm back with another 12 minutes of exercise to help you squeeze in that workout on even your busiest days. Today I'm bringing you 12 minutes for the lower body with a little cardio kick. We're going to be on the feet the whole time, so you only need a little space to move around, maybe some water. We've got 4 exercises we're going to do back to back for 30 seconds each, then we'll rest for 30 seconds, and we've got 5 rounds. So let's get right to it. We're going to start with some side squats, stepping side to side, sitting the hips back and down into a nice low, wide squat for 30 seconds. Just step wide, turn your toes out just a little bit, bring those knees right over the middle toes as you sit the hips back, keeping your chest up and your core tight for another 12 seconds. At the bell, you're going to keep your feet right under your hips or maybe slightly wider if that feels better. And you're just going to lift the heels as you straighten the legs. So one big squat, one big calf raise, down and up. Hips back and down, knees over middle toes, chest up, core tight. And as you come up, really squeeze those glutes, press into the big toes. Warming up those legs so we can give them a good workout today. Keep breathing as you exercise. And at the bell, you're just going to add a little hop to this if you're up for it. If you're not up for the hop, you're going to stay right here. If you've had enough of the heel lift, just take it out. Stay with squats or go back to those side squats. So maybe a little hop, landing softly into the feet, keeping those knees right over the middle toes. Maybe back to the heel lift. Maybe we're just squatting or we're back side to side. At the bell, we're going to bring in a little bit more cardio. So you're going to do 1 squat hop, 8 high knees, or 1 squat heel lift, 8 high knees, or just 1 squat. And it doesn't have to be 8, just somewhere around there. Just run those knees, or you can march them. So you can do a simple squat and march the knees, or you can take it all the way to the hop and run, or anywhere in between for 7 more seconds. And then you'll get a 30-second rest before we move on to something else. So catch your breath, shake out the legs, grab water if you need it. We're going to start to move side to side into a big side lunge. You've still got about 15 seconds to rest those legs. Make sure you've got room. I'm going to go to the corners because my space is quite small. But we'll step out to the side, those toes towards the corners. Press the knee over the middle toe, and you're going to reach your hand down towards the ankle. So you're going to reach down, step in, change sides. Step out wide, reach, step in, change. Chest is going to stay lifted. Hips are going to go back. And think about pressing into the side of the foot, really working those inner thighs as you bring yourself back up. At the bell, we're going to add a little hop. So when you bring the feet in, add a little hop. If you don't want to hop, add a little calf raise. If you don't want a calf raise, add a little squat. So there's always something we can do to bring up that intensity and keep it at a level that works for us. I'm going to stay with the hops. If you don't want to hop, you heel lift or you squat. We're going to keep moving side to side. But we're going to turn these side lunges into a side shuffle. So get low in the legs and just do a little shuffle. When you get to the side, squat, shuffle, squat, shuffle, squat. You're in a little squat the whole time you're doing your shuffle. You're just going to drop a little lower when you get to the side. Keeping that chest up, keeping that core tight, and remembering to breathe. So we're going to add intensity for our 4th round, and we're going to add a jump jack. At the corner, you're going to take the feet out and in. Jump the feet out and in. If you don't want to jump the feet, step out, step back. Shuffle, step out, step back. Or jump out and in. And you start to move faster if you can. You got about 12 more seconds here. This is your little cardio kick with your lower body workout. At the bell, you get a break, 5 more seconds. So breathe, shake it out, get some water if you need it. Next 2 rounds, we're gonna focus one leg at a time. So choose a leg to start. Doesn't matter which one, because we're gonna hit both. You'll step the other foot back, nice and wide. So your feet are still hip distance apart and those hips are still square. Lift the chest, pick up your back heel, push into those toes of the back foot and the heel of the front foot. And we're just going to lunge down and up, down and up. Keep this front knee soft when you come up. Drop that back knee right under that back hip. Squeezing that back glute, feeling the hamstring. So we want weight in both feet. We're not shifting the weight forward or back. We're going right up and down. And in 5 seconds, we're gonna stay down. So we wanna feel a burn in these legs. So drop low and pulse. Little lunges. We're gonna stay loaded in the legs as we stay low. So press into that front heel, press into the back ball of the foot, 15 more seconds. You should feel both legs burning. That little fire is your muscles saying, thank you for making me stronger today. And at the bell, we're gonna fire up this front glute and we're gonna pick up that back knee. So shift your weight forward, pick up the knee, step back and lunge. So we're gonna come forward, lift, step back, lunge. Up and lift, bend. That core is tight, the chest is up and you're stepping into that back foot, then you're bringing your weight into that front hip. 10 more seconds. See how high you can drive that knee up. Fire up those lower abs while you're at it. 3 more seconds. Then we're gonna just take this foot back behind us just a little bit and tip forward from the hips. Keep a slight bend in the knees and just tip forward. So you're gonna push those hips back, keeping your back long and straight, really firing up the hamstring on that standing leg. This other foot is just really, really light on the floor. Knees are parallel, hips are still square. We're still going, about 3 more seconds. Take a break, shake it out. We've got another side. So get ready to switch to that other leg. Same setup. Long, wide step back. Hips square, chest up, core tight. Back heel off the floor. Press all 5 toes down. Really that pinky toe and the big toe. Push them into the floor. Push into that front heel. And get ready to lunge. Down and up. How low can you bend those knees? Can you find a 90-degree bend? Can you keep that front knee from going past that big toe? And try to drop that back knee right under that hip. Push into both feet. Squeeze that back glute. You've got 10 more seconds. Then we're going to really fire up these legs by staying low. Just coming about halfway up. Or you choose a range that feels the best for you. We don't want to struggle in it. We want to still feel strong. So if that means we come up a little bit and we're pulsing up a little higher today, great. If not, you're feeling really strong, let's drop a little lower. 10 more seconds here. Then get ready to bring that back knee forward. Really fire up this front leg. Back leg's probably on fire, so we'll give it a little break as we bring it up in front. Step back, lift up. Fire up those lower abs. Pull that belly button tight towards the spine. Keep the hips square. Step back into the ball of the foot. Engage that back leg. And then shift all the work into the front. 10 more seconds. Then we're going to take this back leg. We're going to keep it really light behind that front foot. And we're just going to tip forward. Tip from the hips. Keep a slight bend in those knees. And push those hips back as you tip forward. Chest comes about parallel to the floor. Keeping that back long and straight with that strong core. Try pushing into the heel as you push those hips back. And breathe. Guess what? We've only got one more round. 4 more exercises, and you're done. We're gonna start with our feet wide, so make sure your legs are refreshed because we are not done working them. You've got 2 more minutes, and in 15 seconds, heels outside the shoulders. You're gonna drop as low as you can and just pulse. So we're back in that bottom range in 5 seconds. Chest is up, heels are down, toes towards the corners a little bit, drop. And you choose a range that feels good for you. You may start really low, and then as those legs get tired, you find yourself creeping up a little bit. That's great. Do what works for you. Really squeeze those glutes, press the knees out, push the heels down. Think about the legs, think about the muscles that are working in the legs, and make those muscles work just a little bit harder. Contract. We're gonna add a turn to this. We're gonna do 1 squat, pick up the heel, turn on the ball of the foot, lunge. Squat, turn, lunge. So now we're firing up the legs with some movement. Pick up the heel, turn safely on the ball of the foot. We want to protect those knee joints. 10 more seconds. And then we're going to add on, and we're going to bring in a little cardio. We're going to add a jump jack. It looks like this. In, out, turn, lunge. In, out, turn, lunge. If you don't want to do that, step in, out, turn, lunge. In, out, turn, lunge. Or jump, step or jump. You choose. 15 more seconds. See if you can drop a little lower. At the bell, just jump jacks. If you want more, there's squat jacks. If you want less, you step out. So you can squat and reach towards the floor. You can just jump in and out. You can use arms. You can step in and out using those arms. This is your last little bit. Last chance to spike the heart rate. Work those legs. Just 10 more seconds. We are almost done with our 12-minute workout today. 3, 2, 1.
Activity completed.
Activity completed. Make sure you stretch, get water, and if you've got more time, throw on another video. If not, enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks so much for joining me.